Yo, what's up guys, these are the top 5 best ways to make money as a solo player in GTA Online. At number 5 we have the new garment factory business, and it's actually better than a lot of people think. With this business there are 2 ways to make money. First we will go over the robberies, aka mini heists. They are called FIB files. So how it works, you either go to the computer in your garment factory or pull up your phone and go to this app. This is a new, really helpful feature, so you will be able to start these missions from anywhere on the map. There are 4 different FIB files. They refresh once a week on Thursday. They all pay around $150,000. You can also see that one is the priority file and that one pays double money. You can only complete the priority file once a week, but you're making over $300,000. So each week the priority file is the first one you should complete. The other 3 only have a short cooldown of 5 minutes before you can start another one, but you can play them as many times as you want. So each FIB file has 3 setups and a finale. In the finales there are 3 optional objectives. If you complete them all, you will get a $50,000 bonus. I will now share all objectives for each file so you can make up to $200,000 per file and nearly $400,000 on the priority one. For Project Breakaway, locate hideout. Within 5 minutes, get 15 headshots and get black books and server blades. That's the optional loot in one of the cells. For the black box file, destroy all 4 engines, recover all plane contents, there's 2, and get 5 kills during the escape. For fine art, enter undetected, flick the switch within 60 seconds and take all 3 cabinet contents. For brute force, reach Fort Zancudo within 5 minutes, enter area A undetected, destroy 5 vehicles with the Scarab, so the tank. If you have no Presser, Sparrow or a vehicle like that, these missions won't take longer than 30 minutes. So you can complete 2 of these robberies per hour, and that will be about $400,000 to $500,000 per hour. That's without the double money mission. If you include that, you can make up to $600,000 in the first hour. The second method to make money is from passive income in the safe. Every in-game day or every 48 minutes real time, the save will increase by $1,500 to $2,000. It's not much and one of the worst saves in the game. Coming in at the number 4 spot, we have the auto shop contracts. Of course you will need to have an auto shop to do them, but what they are is essentially mini heists with 2 setups and a finale. Now there's 8 different types of contracts you can do, and they each take about 20 to 30 minutes to complete as a solo player. But there's one contract that's better than the rest, and that is the Union Depository contract, because it pays out $300,000 while the rest pays out between $150 to $200,000. Now each of these contracts have about a 48-minute cooldown, so you can't just do the Union Depository contract back to back to back, but if you were to do the Union Depository contract and 1 or 2 others in an hour, you could be making $500,000 to $600,000. So with that being said, the reason why they are in the number 4 spot is because they pay out a great amount of money, and I think they are pretty fun to play. Coming in at 3rd place we have the agency, specifically the Dr. Dre contract, which can be accessed by having an agency and completing 1 security contract. The Dr. Dre contract acts like a massive heist where you have 3 mini heists and then 2 finale missions, with the payout being $1 million. At the end of it all, you will end up making about $1.1 to $1.2 million for all the setups plus the finale, and it will only take about an hour and a half to 2 hours to complete. Meaning that you're making about $650,000 every hour, and that's why it's number 3 on the list. Because you have to get the agency in order to do it, that also means that you have access to doing things like security contracts, passive income through the wall safe, and payphone it, so those are the other ways to make money with the agency. Coming in at 2nd place we have the Hangar business. This one may shock some of you, but after the most recent buff and updates, you can now make up to $700,000 per hour as a solo player with the Hangar. Now the way this business works is very simple. You go out, you source crates, you bring them back to the warehouse, and then you're able to sell those crates for a profit. Each source mission will give 1 crate, and there's a maximum capacity of 50 crates in the Hangar. Now what's made the business so good recently is the fact that they have added land source and cell missions, which are faster and easier than the air missions, especially if you have an aerial vehicle. I recommend using the new Jet, Oppressor Mark II or the Sparrow. Most source missions can be done in 3 to 5 minutes. Cell missions can now be done completely solo, because you're only ever gonna get 1 cell vehicle. Now when it comes down to how much money you can actually make, each crate at minimum can be sold for $30,000. But depending on how many crates of each type of product you have, you can actually earn a percentage bonus of the sale. As you can see here, there's a tiered system depending on how many crates you have of a certain type of cargo. Now the best bonus you could get is a 70% bonus for selling either 50 crates of medical supplies, chemicals or narcotics, but there's a better way to run the business so you can make that $700,000 per hour. So to be as efficient as possible, you will want to choose to source 2 of the highest paying types of goods, which are chemicals, medical supplies and narcotics. It doesn't matter which 2 of the 3 you choose, but pick 2 and alternate between sourcing 1 of each crate. If you do that, after 4 hours you have 25 crates of each. Once that's done, you can do an individual sell mission for each, and you could do those missions in public lobbies with 25 or more players to take up those sales to $1.9 million each. Those sell missions can be completed in about 5 minutes. Combined, you will make about $3.8 million for just over 4 hours of work, meaning that you're making about $702 million per hour as a solo player, depending if you do it in an invite-only session or public lobby. Coming in at the number 1 spot for the best way to make money as a solo player is of course the Cayo Perico heist. I made an in-depth guide for the Cayo Perico heist, so I will leave a link to it in the pinned comments. I will now show how I complete the Cayo Perico heist to make the most amount of money possible. Alright, so first we will get the secondary loot, and for the entire heist in general just follow my route. Right now we are going to the airstrip on the left. Also a pro tip, hold your right bumper on your controller so you can make sharp turns, it's especially helpful at this very first part. Once you're here, dock your boat on the sand without it getting stuck. If you follow exactly what I do, you don't have to worry about getting caught, cause I do this completely stealthy. Grab your machine pistol and take out this guard. Now go into the hangar, and if you had secondary loot behind this fence, press right on the D-pad to open it and then grab the stash. Keep that chart in mind that I showed earlier. I first want to get the other 2 stashes so I won't take the cash, otherwise it will fill up my bag with less valuable loot. If you also have secondary loot on the upper floor, you have to get in a forklift over here. Then pick up these boxes over here and do what I do. I will use it to climb on top of the platform. The method that we use to climb on it when scoping out the island doesn't work cause there isn't a lock on that side. When you're in here, open up the gate with the cutting torch and loot whatever you need to get. I'm only here for the green stuff. When you're done here, jump back out to the ground floor and follow the route I'm taking. We will go to this wall and then climb on top of the roof. Now you have to take out the guard on the balcony and also shoot this camera. It's kinda hidden, but you will see it. Now wait till this guard walks away, cause sometimes if you already start opening the gate when he's close to the stash, he can hear the cutting torch. So now just grab what you need to get. I actually didn't do it optimally cause I filled my loot bag with too much green stuff instead of the white stuff, but you shouldn't make that mistake. Once you have got all your secondary loot and filled up your loot bag, make your way back over to the long fin. Hopefully you ducked it better than me, but don't worry if you have to swim to it. We are moving on to the main event of the Cayo Perico heist, which is stealing the primary target. Once again, just follow my route so we can enter the compound through the drainage tunnel. Jump out the boat and dive underwater. Also equip your rebreather by pressing left on the D-pad cause you don't want to drown in the middle of this. So just swim to the drainage tunnel and from there we have to cut open the gate. It's pretty easy, just hold the button to start the cutting tool and then use your right or left joystick to move the cutting tool. You have to burn each bar for a couple seconds, and once it goes from green to red you can move on to the next bar. Once you cut open the gate, swim through the tunnel and enter the compound. I combined the gameplay of another run with this one, so don't worry about the cache, but on this run I had better RNG and it was more smooth. So when you're in the compound, follow my route. Don't worry about any of the guards, they will not see you. Once you're here, make sure this guard walks to the right and then you can walk right past him. Same for this guard, just run behind him and follow me up the stairs. There's one more guard, so take cover on this wall and wait till he walks down the stairs. You might think that he will see you, but don't worry, when he walks past you, quickly run behind him and go up the stairs. Then go inside El Rubio's office. Open his safe for some free cash. You can get between 20 and 100k from this. Now go to the elevator and do the hack. This is the fingerprint hack. You have to match the boxes on the left with the fingerprint on the right. I know there's a strategy for this, but I just go from the small fingerprint to the white one and I usually get it done pretty fast. Now you can take the elevator down to the basement. Here we have to burn a lock again by pressing right on the D-pad. Once you're inside, go to the glass box and cut the glass with your cutting torch. It's pretty simple, just hold down your right trigger till the heat bar in the bottom right almost fills up. then let it cool down and repeat, don't let it overheat. After doing that 4 or 5 times, it will cut through the glass and you can steal the primary target. If you have bearer bonds as your primary target, Pavel will text you the safe code and you have to enter the code in the safe. So we now have the primary target and we will make our way back over to El Rubio's office by taking the elevator. We can't escape through the drainage tunnel anymore cause they sealed it off. Just follow my lead and we will stealthily be out of here in like a minute. Go down the stairs, walk behind this guard and also walk past this guard, but make sure the other guard is on the left. I had great luck and he was already on the left, but you might have to wait a little bit till he moves to the left. Then jump down and follow this path. Don't worry too much about the guard on the left, just go around their cone of vision and press right on the D-pad here to escape. It doesn't matter if the guard sees you, just make sure you spam right on the D-pad so the cutscene starts. When you're outside of the compound, grab your machine pistol, run in between these 2 trees and take out this guy with a headshot. Then take the bike and follow me again. You only have to be careful with this guard, just go behind him and you will be fine. Then drive through here and don't crash into the bushes or trees cause they are solid. Now try to jump as far as you can. If you have enough speed and hit the jump right, you can go pretty far. So we now have to swim away to escape Cayo Perico. Just go underwater, equip the rebreather and keep swimming till the text disappears in the bottom center of your screen. Now you can stop swimming and it will load. That can take a little bit. So for completing the Cayo Perico heist on hard mode and beating the elite challenge with tequila as my primary target, I made $1.2 million. Keep in mind that tequila is the worst primary target, so if you get the pink diamond for example, you can make up to $1.7 million. But hey, for the least valuable primary target, 1.2 million is still great. Especially because I did all of this in under an hour. So there's no doubt that this is still the best money method in GTA Online in 2025. I really hope this video helped you guys out and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye bye.